This is KIMT News 3 at 5.
Tornadoes tear through North Iowa and southern Minnesota today, leaving a trail of damage in their path. Tonight, KIMT News 3 brings you team coverage of the impact the storm left on the area. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight for KIMT News 3. I'm Amy Fleming in Mason City. First tonight, Memorial Day is a time when communities come together to remember and honor the sacrifices of our nation's military members. But today, many of those ceremonies had to be moved indoors because of the threat of severe weather. And tonight, we are bringing you team coverage of the storm damage from throughout the area. KIMT News 3's Jeremiah Wilcox, Katie Lang, Annalise Johnson, Brian Tabak, Alex Jurgens, and Malia Kamal are scattered throughout our entire viewing area tonight. For the very latest from Floyd County, we want to first check in with KIMT News 3's Brian Tabak. Brian, what are you seeing out there right now? Thank you, Brian. Be sure to stay with KIMT News 3 on air and online for the latest on the storm coverage. Now take a look at some of these incredible images sent into KIMT News 3 by our viewers on Facebook today. These photos came in this afternoon as the storm system sprouted tornadoes, leading to tornado warnings for Floyd, Mitchell, and Howard counties in Iowa, and later in Mower and Fillmore counties in Minnesota. Most of these pictures came from Floyd County, which was hard hit by the storm. Now, if you have any images or reports of damage, please send them to us on Facebook Messenger, or you can email them to news@kimt.com. We will be showing these photos and videos in our newscast throughout the evening, and you can check them out online at kimt.com. Take a look at this. It shows a funnel cloud that did indeed touch down. They captured that on video there. We want to take you now to Howard County, where we are getting reports that at least one community was in the direct path of a tornado. For the very latest, we turn now to KIMT News 3's Annalise Johnson, who joins us live from the field. Annalise, tell us where you're at, what you're seeing. At least 4 tornadoes touched down in our area, leaving a path of destruction. We have team coverage across North Iowa and southern Minnesota. Thanks so much for joining us today for KIMT News 3 First at 4. I'm Amy Fleming in Mason City. Right now, cleanup is underway in North Iowa and southern Minnesota after severe storms and tornadoes yesterday. 4 tornadoes have been confirmed so far, including in Charles City. KIMT News 3's Katie Hinker is looking into what's next for the fairgrounds. She talked with board members today about what this means for this year's fair. She joins us now live. Katie, what are you learning?
Live in Charles City, Katie Hinker, KIMT News 3.
Thank you, Katie, for that update. The Floyd County Fair is scheduled to run July 17th through the 21st. Another part of our area hit hard is Riceville, where there is widespread damage after an unconfirmed tornado there. KIMT News 3's Jeremiah Wilcox is there and joins us live. Jeremiah, what kind of damage are you seeing? As Campaign 2020 heats up, another presidential candidate is campaigning in North Iowa. Today, Montana Governor Steve Bullock paid a visit to Mason City. The Democratic presidential candidate met with voters at Cabin Coffee. Bullock is fairly new to the 2020 race and is working hard to get his name recognition in Iowa. He says Iowa voters are worried about recruiting and retaining residents in smaller communities, having good jobs, and how tariffs are impacting farmers. Today, he also is visiting Ames and Indianola. 2 kayakers are safe, but the Winneshiek County Sheriff's Office is urging caution after the 3rd river rescue of the season. A report came in around 7:45 Saturday of 2 missing kayakers, a 24-year-old man and 14-year-old girl on the Upper Iowa River. Their kayaks capsized upriver from Kendallville, and the man and girl were found and rescued on the bank of the river near where they had overturned. Winneshiek County Sheriff Dan Marks is issuing an important message. His statement says, in part, people need to be mindful of the fact the river conditions are constantly changing and can quickly become treacherous. We encourage people to continue to enjoy the recreational resources and opportunities that Winneshiek County has to offer. However, please use our resources responsibly and with common sense. Cloudy and cool today, and more rain and storms are in the forecast. Well, the traffic is really starting to pick up behind us. We've got a fire demo off to the side here, and I'm sure more people will come to the fair this weekend as well.
Well, there's a lot going on. KIMT News 3 Sports Director Caleb Gillock is standing by with a look at the upcoming Demolition Derby.
Well, county fairs are a chance for all of us to get back to our agricultural roots. And for 4-H kids, it's a chance for them to show off what they've been working on all year.
Yeah, and for the 4-H equestrians, it's a chance to show off their horses, their horsemanship, and continue to bond with their animals.
Thank you for joining us for KIMT News 3 First at 4, live from the Olmsted County Free Fair. I'm Amy Fleming.
And I am Raquel Hellman, and we have team coverage of the Olmsted County Free Fair today. Along with Amy and I, KIMT News 3's George Mallet and Katie Lang will be out here a bit later. Right before we went on air, we got a treat delivered to us. We've got Grandma's chocolate chip cookies. Amy wants to try one.
Cookies.
They're still warm. So good. Are they good?
Very good.
I'm going to try one later when I don't have to speak.
On this note, we're going to send it over to KIMT Storm Team 3 Chief Meteorologist Chris Nelson. We have cookies, Chris. What do you have? Yeah, lovely week for the fair. One of the big attractions here at the Olmsted County Free Fair is the live entertainment, and for sure some big names that are set to perform tonight.
And now your hosts, Amy Fleming and Raquel Hellman.
Good morning and welcome to the 81st North Iowa Band Festival Parade coverage on My 3.2. A beautiful day it is. I'm Amy Fleming, and joining me is Raquel Hellman.
Yes, hi, happy to be here. It's a perfect day for a parade, perfect day to be outside. Absolutely beautiful out here as we kind of wait for the parade to get started.
That's right, about 116 entries or so in this year's parade, and the sun is shining, and so it's been great after all the rain we've seen in recent days, which is nice. Very nice.
Very good.
Yeah, this year they're joined by students from Lincoln Intermediate participating in their first parade. Veterans Day may be several days behind us, but that's no reason to stop showing support for the men and women who put their lives on the line for us. KIMT News 3's Brooke McKivergan put on her blaze orange and headed out to the fields today for the Disabled Veterans Hunt in Eota. We have an update in a drive-by shooting investigation. It happened on the 200 block of South Ohio Avenue in Mason City last year. On Saturday, authorities arrested the alleged driver. KIMT News 3's Alex Jurgens has the new details. Hello, Raquel and Sybil. Thank you for coming in again, and you brought a couple with you today.
Well, I brought this one specifically for Raquel because I know she loves the gingers.
She does.
The little orange boys. So this little orange guy is Euclid, and the little gray
They're
girl
looking at
is
themselves on the TV.
They're cool, those cute little kitties. This little girl is Stella. They are brother and sister. Let's see if we can get him to look there.
It can be tough to stay warm in this cold weather, and it's not even winter yet. That's why the Rochester Public Library is offering winter gear to anyone who needs it. It's through the Warm Up Rochester program. The library is asking community members to donate handmade or store-bought items. Right now, they especially need gloves, mittens, and scarves. So far this season, people have donated 300 items to Warm Up Rochester, but they always need more. Last year, the program gave away more than 1,000 winter items. An artist from Charles City has come back to town, installing a massive sculpture dedicated to the city she grew up in. KIMT News 3's Nick Kruzelnicki is live in Charles City with the story. Nick?
Live in Charles City, Nick Kruzelnicki, KIMT News 3.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you, Nick. We look forward to seeing that new sculpture on our Charles City Live Eye in the Sky from now on.